impressive offensive stats once again, but still couldn't keep up with Baker Mayfield and the Browns. Dak's 502 passing yards made him the first quarterback to have 3 consecutive games of 450-plus passing yards, but it came in a losing effort for the second straight week. So, Shannon, please give Dak a letter grade for yesterday.
I'll give you a hint. What do you think it is, Skip?
Big old fail?
Yeah, you know.
You gave him an F?
F.
Wow.
F. Capital. Capital.
I thought I was a tough grade.
No. You easy. You probably gonna give him a B plus or some B minus or something like that. You get nothing. Hold on, Skip. Look, if I told you failed a class, there's no extra credit you can get to pass the class. Now, when they were down 20, I keep going back to this. The game was tied 14 for the people at home. The game was tied 14-14. On the Cowboys' next 5 possessions, led by Dak Prescott, 5 drives, he had 0 points, 5 first downs. He was 8 of 15 for 53 yards and a fumble loss. Now we go on the flip side. They're down 27. He throws for 275 and 3 touchdowns. What am I supposed to do with that, Skip? Hold on. You got me in this position. You don't get to get credit for rescuing me if you're the one that drilled holes in my boat and sank it. Or I saved you. No, you drilled holes in the boat. You're the one that while we're underwater. I can't give you credit for saving me. I can't give you credit for all. First of all, Skip, you didn't save me. You saved them against Atlanta. You didn't rescue me here. You didn't rescue me at the Rams. You didn't rescue me at Seattle. You left me. I can't give him a passing grade, Skip, because he turned the football over. He fumbled. He did that. He threw a pick. He did that. And he should have had 3, 4 more picks.
Agreed.
So I can't give him anything but an F.
This is the same Dak Prescott that through the whole offseason you said deserves $40+ million a year.
Go get it.
$42 million a year.
Yep.
Mahomes category money.
Yep.
Said Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp, Dak Prescott should get, that he deserves, that he has earned.
Yes.
The last 13 games last year, you gave him 7 out of 13 Fs, as in flunk, as in fail.
Yeah, he earned them, Skip.
Right?
Yeah, he earned this one too. What you gonna give him?
Okay, I want to remind everybody, you just gave a man an F who completed 41 passes for 502 yards and 4 touchdowns. You gave a man an F who in the fourth quarter alone completed 21 of 30 for 254 and 2 touchdowns. Think about that, 21 of 30 for 254. If you told me those were Dak's final numbers from yesterday, I'd say that's not terrible, 21 of 30 for 254. It's better than a lot of quarterbacks did yesterday, right?
Yep.
That was only in the fourth quarter. So, to your point, I'm not going F, but I'm going C- because he did a lot of great things, and as usual, he did a lot of self-destructive things. And I'm with you, this was different than Seattle or the Rams, because in this one, or even for that matter, Atlanta, even though they turned it over early a lot, this one, he threw 4 balls up for grabs that should have, could have, should have been picked.
Yeah.
At least a couple of them should have been caught by the other team. And the point is that the balls that the Browns didn't catch kept Dak Prescott in the game. If you catch those balls, it's such a disaster that it's a big rout. It's what you said. Cleveland could have scored 70.
Yeah.
Cleveland could have won this game 70-30, and instead it became a 3-point game. What are you doing? How do you do that? And then, of course, the Cowboys upchucked at that point, predictably. But the point is that Dak Prescott now, he leads the league by far in passing yards, like by far.
It's not even close.
Yeah, he's 369 yards ahead of Josh Allen as the passing yardage leader.
Right.
This team could be 0-4, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in the end, the bottom line is last year you went 8-8. This year you well could be 0-4, and you are 1-3. So if we keep score on Jerry versus Dak in the ongoing negotiation that could start up again after this year, do you give him a long-term contract? I still say it's advantage Jerry Jones. I still say he made the right move to dig in at what I thought was $36 million. You say it's 33, but $36 million with 80 guaranteed at signing. I thought that was, and you even agreed, a very fair offer that I believe Dak should have taken, because he hadn't earned any more than that because he was 1-2 in the playoffs.
Okay.
And last year, he missed the playoffs and was terrible down the stretch, say, at New England, against Buffalo, at Chicago, and then at Philadelphia. He just wasn't very good.
Right.
And yesterday, he put up gaudy numbers, another cardiac Cowboys comeback with nothing to show for it.
Right. Empty calories.
Right. Okay. So, to me, it's advantage Jerry. I think Jerry is looking the better right now that he didn't give Dak the big contract.
Well, I don't see how he thinks that, Skip, considering that Deshaun Watson got $39 million with 2 years left on his deal. I don't see how he thinks he's going to come in with Dak with no years left on his deal is going to give it. And plus, Skip, you have to understand, is because Deshaun has 2 years left, you can spread that out. Dak has nothing. What you going to spread? I just don't understand how you give a man a grade that when they're down 27. Skip, if I'm running 2 miles, if I run the final mile in world record pace, but I still lose by a lap, what have I done? Yes, he threw for 500 yards. Skip, they got beat by 11, and it should have been more.
Yep.
He had 5 drives when the score was tied. Okay, Skip, if he does something in these drives, Skip, 5 drives with 5 first downs, 8 of 15 for 53 yards. Let that sink in. A guy that throws for 502 in a 5 possession stretch, he throws for 53 yards, and you just gave him a C.
Yet, C-. Yet, he did what I asked him to do, get off to a hot start, at least a better start. He got off to a rip-roaring start.
Yeah.
They're up 14-7 at the end of the first quarter. Is that good?
Yes.
Okay, I loved it because you had 2 long drives and 2 touchdown passes, one to CD and one to Amari. You said it should have been picked or knocked down, or he should have been knocked down.
Yes.
But he lasered it right between DBs, and it looked sensational.
But Skip, like you tell me, is the game over at the first quarter?
Nope.
Okay, so what did he do in the second quarter?
He coughed it up.
Okay.
And then his teammate Zeke, who was kind of a no-show yesterday.
Well, it's kind of hard to be a show when you down, because the score was, what, 28-14 at the half?
12 carries for 54 yards, but he did keep throwing it to him a lot. And by the way, he caught all 8 of them, so I got to give him credit for that.
But, Skip, for me, at some point in time, you're going to have to do away with these empty calories. They have no nutritional value for you because they don't go to your winning. They don't look great on the stat sheet. He's going to throw for 6,000 yards and win 5 games. What does that got you?
What did I tell you last year? He led the league by far in second half passing yards. And it got them to 8-8.
Right.
And it got Jason Garrett to the Giants because he got fired.
It just goes to show you. Now, I remember when Aaron Rodgers went 15-1 and his defense was dead last. That's what Aaron Rodgers did. See, Mike McCarthy got a lot of people fooled. When you got Brett Favre and you got Aaron Rodgers, that's what you have. You go from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers. Skip, hell, I can coach them.
I'd say you could.
I don't really look at coaches when they have these historically great quarterbacks and say, oh, he automatically great. No. Okay, when you didn't have those guys or when those guys are out, can you still manufacture ways to win games? We saw when Aaron Rodgers got healthy what Mike McCarthy looked like with Brett Huntley. What he looked, we've seen him. So I'm going to need him to get that same criticism they've been giving on Jason Garrett. OJ, Red, you. It was you. It wasn't me. I don't care about everybody. I'm talking about you. You was the harsh 8-8 Jason.
Well, that's all he ever was.
With 1-3 Mike. That's what they call him, 1-3 Mike. Should be over.
Well, it's the other Mike I got problems with, as in Mike Nolan. He should be gone today. Gone today.
Skip, it's at the quarter pole.
They're dead last. You think they're suddenly going to snap their fingers and get a lot better?
Where are you at the first half scoring? Where are you in first half scoring?
You mean through the first 4 games?
Yeah. Not good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, first quarter scoring yesterday, 14-7.
Yeah, and then you were done for the rest of the half. Well, and then what about the third quarter?
At 14-7, then they gave up, 14-14, they gave up 34 unanswered.
34.
Yikes.
34, Skip.
And then Cleveland gave up 24 unanswered in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skip, y'all in trouble.
And then we decided not to tackle Odell.
What about my guy walking to him? How he look last night?
Not pretty shaky, honestly. Threw one ball to somebody I'd never heard of.
Did you? Let that sink in for just a second. So just imagine if he had Amari and Gallup and CD. What could he do if he had that?
He'd be missing them all. Oh, bounce it to him.
Don't do that, Skip.
He bounced a few last night.
Don't do that.
Whoa.
What about your guy? Your guy got all that, Skip.
So, bottom line, Shannon Sharps wanted my guy to get $42 million a year so that my team would be strapped against the cap. They could get him no more help, and we would be stuck with an F quarterback, a failed quarterback.
Skip, first of all, you guys are under contract. You guys, I mean, the only guy that's going to be up is Michael Gallup. Okay, you got C.D. Lamb, so you won't miss a beat there. And you got Cedric Wilson, and you got the 85, can't recall his name.
Noah Brown. So, Skip, you're going to be sad. You're going to probably lose Gallup. Yep.
But it's okay.
But we got DeMarcus Lawrence saying after the game, we're soft. And I'm thinking, you said that, and I don't even remember you playing yesterday.
First of all, he did make a play on the 3rd down and 1 where he caught the back in the backfield, but that was on Baker because you're supposed to be able to hold it with the play.